Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you for joining. So just for your information, we are about to finish the course. So that's why that would be our final Q&A session. As you can see, you don't have any other active modules and assignments starting from today. So your primary goal is to complete project management system task and be prepared for exit interview. So like we discussed previously, the exit interview can cover all the topics from the current course, including core.js and a bit of questions from Angular. So if that's a good time to revise all the previous topics along with practicing coding tasks. So yeah, that's also quite good recommendation because well, any technical interview consists of some sort of coding tasks. So for being well prepared for it, I can offer you to pass at least one random kit on Code Wars. So I believe that's would be a great practice to be well prepared for the interview in terms of coding tasks. Also, when you will be preparing for the interview and want to like revise all the topics from the JS core, you can use either the links in our course listing, or you can just do like the following. You can navigate to learn javascript.info and start revising um, JavaScript info and start revising all the topics from here, going one by one. And even though if you are set with the interview date, you can like go through all the topics and keep revising. So for being well prepared. Yes, as for the current assignments, a question to you. Do you experience some problems with backend with completing the taught time? So please, if you have anything to add here, please go ahead. Is everything okay with the backend with the time allocation?
Hi, I have a couple
Oh,
questions, I think, about the Angular project.
okay.
I would like to make sure that, for example, for the backend, when we assign a user to a task, is it now like a single user that we can put, or can we put like a bunch of users, or it should be a single user? Because I see that from the previous projects, we could assign several users, but now the backend that we have, it seems like it's a single user, right?
You mean that's in the demo application to have other backend? Yes, they could have like other URL because they were deploying backend. Yes, but you can try to do so if for such reasons you have like Swagger for playing with the APIs, and if it states like it accepts the array of user or something else, yeah, you can play with the URLs and define that, hey, this endpoint accepts like only one single user. So perhaps we need to go with that approach. Otherwise, if it accepts several users, you should stick to that approach as well. So it depends on which param is stated in Swagger documentation. But yeah, that's not like the correct reason to do so. But you can also refer like to the source code. Why not? So because this is like a source of truth in such terms. So you're trying to uh, assign a user to some sort of task, right? So we can like go to the task controller and by updating the task, yeah, we can see like from the request body, it has like users param from your post body request. So it seems like it accepts like several users. But for more details, you can refer either to the source code or to Swagger documentation. So I believe I answered your question fully. In case if not, please let me know.
Yep, it's fine. I just had a second question about the backend. I see that we can also add files in theory to tasks. Is it a requirement for the project in general, or is it like optional and we can decide to do it or not?
You mean to add some attachments to the task, right?
Yeah.
So this is not required. So this is optional because we haven't like specified this criteria in our task description, but it could be a good point for other optional functionality. If you remember from the evaluation criteria, you have like additional functionality section. So it could be good for implementing this, and it will be counted as additional functionality. And also, guys, so like recommendation for you whenever you create a pull request and perform a self check-in, so please specify which additional functionality is implemented in your application, which this information could be useful for mentors and so in order not to confuse anyone whenever you implemented something additionally, and the checker should be aware about this. So please specify this as well in your pull request description. So that could be counted as additional functionality. So you're free to implement this as well if you see that you have enough time and enough time and knowledge to do that. If not, you can proceed with other additional functionality if you want.
Okay, and if, for example, I want to do it, if I want to send the file to the server, they specify it as a like a binary string, I think. Is it like a blob then, or it's something else?
Well, perhaps not ready to answer your question right now because I haven't like inspected all the backend. Okay. But we could check it separately because there are several ways how to upload files using backend. It could be like the encoded body. It could be for multi-part data. Well, there are actually several ways, and I'm not sure which way is used in our current backend. So it needs to be checked separately.
Okay. I had one last question. Could you share with us somewhere in Discord or maybe here a project of Angular with the exact folder architecture that it should have, you know, with the core folder, shared folder, and so on, so that we can like inspire ourselves to how to organize our project?
You can refer to the to-do list management application. If you refer to the latest commit, it also has like more or less the structure that is used for in a majority of applications. So along with the core shared module, we see that we have only one feature module. In your specific project, most probably you'll have several feature modules, let's say like house module or dashboard module. So it depends on how much areas you have in your application. So if we refer to the application structure, we see that we have welcome page, user login, project listing, and so on and so forth. So if we look closely, we could identify that, hey, welcome page could be a separate feature module because it's used only for anonymous user. user login also, it's a separate feature module because it's used only for anonymous user and not for authenticated. By the way, well, the whole point for having feature modules is that they are lazy loaded, which means that Angular application will not load any modules if they are not in use. They load only specific modules that are currently in use. So by creating new feature modules, you can optimize the overall bundle, at least entry point bundle of your Angular application. It mostly depends on which functional areas you have. So at least we identified two feature modules here. We see also project listing page, selected project, and additional functionality. So all these like 3 bullets could be grouped by one feature module. So at least that's a good point to start. And if we get back to our to-do list management, so we'll see that we have only one feature module. So we stated like we identified 3 feature modules, right? So here we'll have core, shared, landing module, house module, and project management module or dashboard module as you wish. So that could be good for organizing your project structure, but more or less all the modules have the same structures. So we refer to the to-do, we have components, modules, pages, services, and so on and so forth. And the core module, we have exactly the same folders, but we don't have most of them because they are not needed. And the shared module, we have other folders that are used. Or you can like refer well, we're given like a couple of times ago, we're given like the following repository, which also could be used for identifying or inspiring in terms of project structure. So in case if you need this, I'll share the link with you. So is it clear for now in terms of project structure, or you need something additionally?
No, it looks clear. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I just had one last question, very short.
Sure.
The deadline is 19th of September, right, for the project. So does it mean we have to push the final version before the 19th, or it can be on the 19th?
It's the deadline includes like 19th of September. So 19th of September is the last day where you
So
can
at midnight.
create your. Yes, exactly.
Okay. That's all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for questions. I see a question in the chat. Is it important to divide the application into modules? Yes, like I mentioned previously, it's essential in terms of like optimizing bundle sizes. Let's assume that we'll not divide our application into modules, and it will consist of lots of areas. Let's say when you're in terms of project management, right? So it doesn't really make sense to load everything related to the login or to the landing page because it's not in use for the current user. So only necessary functionality will be loaded. Yes, so by using modules in Angular, we can like increase maintainability by dividing it by functional areas and increase performance by enabling lazy loading feature. So that's why it's important to identify separate areas and divide them by the modules. So I hope I answered the question. Okay, moving on. Stay raised hand, so please unmute and ask something.
Hello. I was wondering about how to submit our final project. Should we do it on our private repository?
Yes,
to
correct.
make a pull request?
You should open just open your pull request. So this, by the way, this task will be checked partially by mentors and by coordinators. So it's not like cross-check enabled. So by submitting a task, I mean to raise the PR with final changes.
Pavel, should we select reviewer for these pull requests as we did for the previous assignments?
No,
Who should
because
we choose as a reviewer?
you shouldn't choose any reviewers because we are not sure who exactly will check your final project. So it's mostly depends on availability of mentors, and that's the whole point. So that's why we're not sure who will check your tasks.
So
So
just
that's why, yeah. So please just whenever you finish, just please create the pull request with description and self-verification, and leave the reviewer field empty.
okay. I was wondering about the exit interview. We shall be reassigned a different mentor for the Angular interview, right? The third exit interview.
We have no idea who will be your interviewer during the exit one. So yeah, that will be a different person other than your mentor, obviously.
And the it will be till the beginning of the October, from the end of September till the beginning of October.
Yes, from the original timeline that we specified, yes, it should be till the mid of October.
Thank you for your answers, and thank you for your webinars and mentorships, and thank you for you all, like Andre and Hannah, for this course and for this opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. We're glad to help you in mastering the skills. Yeah, to helping you with understanding tough topics. And I see that like during the Q&As of during the Angular stage, you didn't have any much questions. So I believe that the materials are very well prepared, and you're understanding everything. But anyway, even though we have the final Q&A for the course, you still can reach us via Discord if something is bothering you or if something is unclear.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're really welcome. Okay, so anything else to discuss? Okay, then. So if like anything else, any other topics, will be rising, so please let us know by Discord by tagging us. Yeah, please don't forget to tag anyone from the coordinators if you want like direct answer from us. That's really important because I'm checking the Discord channels, and sometimes I get lost because they could be just a casual discussion or something which is not related to question to us. So please, yeah. And about this, I think everyone wants to hear info about EPAM interview. Fortunately, I also want to hear the info about EPAM interview because I don't have anything as for now, unfortunately. I would be happy to help you with that, but I also curious about that. So in case if something will if I will manage to hear something about it, yeah, I will especially let you know. But for now, unfortunately, I have no additional info. All right. If there are no any other questions, thank you so much for joining. Yeah. Good luck for completing the task, and be prepared for the interviews. And yeah, please let us know in case of any questions. Thank you for joining, and have a good day.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.